Tonight on Super Liquor Sports Night, 2 last gasp wins for New Zealand Super 12 teams. The Flying Kiwis nearly catch the Kangaroos on the hop. Netball's Southern Strength, the Rebels and Sting in the final. And the White Sox pitch for gold in Sydney.
Good evening, everyone. It's good to have you with us tonight on Super Liquor Sports Night. We've got some very interesting people on the show. However, I know he's going to do it, so come on, John, get that Andrew Mehrtens thing out of the way.
These Canterbury Crusaders, guys, are always misbehaving, April.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I think most people agree it was over the top what Andrew Mehrtens did, but then again, most people can understand why he did it, because some of the crowds are pretty boorish at rugby these days, and the players must really enjoy sticking it to them. Anyway, we'll probably see another public apology by a sports star.
What, like Norm Hewitt, Xavier Rush, Eric Rush? Isn't it just rugby players?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
No, anyway,
yeah.
no, I know that what he did was very silly, and it sent out a bad message to the young ones, but I hope they don't suspend him because we need him for the final 3 games.
No, he'll be there. Well, a man who has sent real positive messages to youngsters for a few years called it quits at the weekend. Brett Stephen has been New Zealand tennis for years, and we wish him well. And Brett will be here on Sports Night next Monday night.
Looking forward to it. OK, let's take a look at our rundown for tonight's show. First up in our rugby wrap, Ronnie Clark and John Akurangi take the couch. Then from Wellington, Chris Laidlaw joins the camp. Frank Endicott's here, and we find out how he's feeling after Friday night. Netball commentator Julie Townsend and Otago Rebels defender Dean Harper and Katie Fay look to the final, while the White Sox captain Leslie Moore and selector Nadi Leonard gear up for the Olympics.
Well, the Chiefs were unlikely upholders of New Zealand's Super 12 reputation at the weekend, as they, and of course the Crusaders, scored last-minute victories. Sadly, the Blues, the Highlanders and the Hurricanes all lost. Well, the Chiefs had a miraculous escape, and here to talk about that is hooker John Akurangi, and to discuss his problems and those of the Blues, Ronnie Clark. Good evening, guys. Nice to have you with us. Ronnie, first of all, the injury. How far off playing again are you?
I think realistically, John, we're looking at NPC, so I think now it's just a matter of building up nice and slowly back into running.
Oh, good, OK. Long job, isn't it, getting over it?
Very long. Yeah. It's nice to have you actually when I first did it. You consoling me that night, so it was really good.
Oh, you knew.
I was.
Well, he had to show me his one first, too, after him doing his activity.
We showed each other, you know. John, have the Chiefs come back to earth after that last gasp win?
Oh, yes, I think they have, yeah. I think the boys have come back to earth. It was a great effort.
Tell us now, who called the shot? Because, you know, Matthew Cooper had missed a couple, and I thought, I was sitting there saying, have a go, have a go. But what was the call?
Yeah, no, it was a team decision, you know. We all sort of came to the forefront and decided, let's have a go. We had nothing to lose. We placed 11th, and the draw just wasn't going to cut the mustard, so we decided to have a shot, have a run, and it paid off for us.
Absolutely.
Now, just quickly, as players, you know that gesticulation Andrew Mehrtens did. What are your thoughts on it? Because everyone else has had a say, haven't they?
Well, I think one of those sort of things where, I mean, Mertz just missed a kick, not, you know, just a little bit before then. I know what it's like when all of a sudden you're surrounded by the South Africans, and you do something like that and you feel like, man, I've got to do something that's going to redeem myself. And when you did something like that, I think it was just one of those...
expressing himself, you know, just...
Well, exactly. It was very... It just came out. He just wanted to express it, and it came out that way.
Immediately thought, oh, no.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll probably see a little bit of that action from Andrew Mehrtens in a moment as we look now at the highlights from the New Zealand teams in action in Super 12 over the weekend.
And in fact, they've got it back. Erasmus clears it up for Drotsky. Van der Vault, a lovely pass into centre field. And now here's a chance. They won't catch him. Roger Randall. Just a working gallop for the speedster. Next time it's dead, that's the end of it. Jackson! He has the try! Glenn Jackson!
Waratahs looking to take control again of this game. Willio. Now the chance for McRae. No one playing halfback. Brown has to scoot in. Tronfeld. 5 out from the line. Can the Highlanders get the consolation of a try? Marker!
And Spice gets across. You see the goal line up top right. George Gregan. And he's over. Spice shovels it to Holwell. Here comes Umaga from the right wing, caught by Caper, number 10. Ripped away. Here they go again. Holwell. Holwell has a go. And he's there.
Good drive by the Bulls. De Kock, Smith, Gulifier, and that's beautiful hands by the Bulls. Picked up nicely there by Somerville. Good build-up this game by the Crusaders. Flynn nearly through, and McLeod is Meyer. Big lad is Van Meyer. This is where it's all going a little bit wrong for the Bulls. They need to control this ball. Here goes Jacques Gulifier, and it was Marius Wilson who tripped up, and so Olato will take it through and all the way to the post for the Crusaders. Kemp, De Kock, Otto. Good run this back lane, Otto. Jacques Gulifier, beautiful pass for Casper Steyn. Now, can he take on the opposition? Has he got the pace? The bounce of the ball is critical now. Steyn has it! Steyn has the try. As the Crusaders decide to go from the back of the scrum, Mertens has. Now, can he get it up high enough? It's there. He's turned around. He threw his hands in the air. And Andrew Mertens may have snatched victory for his team.
Well, there it was again. There's the results too. The Waratahs beating the Highlanders at Carisbrook, the Sharks over the Blues at Eden Park, and the Chiefs that last gasp win against the Cats at Pukekohe. The Crusaders over the Bulls, we just saw the final moments of that there, and the Brumbies beating the Hurricanes. So to the points now, the top 4, Highlanders, Stormers, Sharks in at 3rd now ahead of the Reds. Then it's the Brumbies and the Waratahs just a point out of the top 4. The Blues on 21, Crusaders next, the Cats, Chiefs, Hurricanes and Bulls, the tail of the field. So you can see from there that there's still, really, in theory, 9 teams have got an opportunity to get up and get into the top 4. Of course, the Chiefs are suggesting they might... I suppose the Chiefs really are there to do some damage to the other team's hopes, aren't they?
Oh, I think that's the idea, you know. We don't see our chances too high of reaching the semi-finals, but we just want to get out and have a good time and knock off a few teams in the process.
What's brought on this resurgence? You know, 3 in a row now. You guys are on fire.
Yeah, the Wiz are on fire, isn't it? Oh, it's just a bit of a respect with each other thing, really. You know, we know that we're good enough to be up there, but it's more of a shot to prove to ourselves, really, rather than anyone else.
Ronnie, the Blues have scored 10 tries during the season. It's a poor try-scoring record for the Blues, or for any team, really. From the stand, what's going wrong? Can you pinpoint what it is that's the difference this year?
Well, obviously, I mean, there's a whole host of things that, first of all, it's a transition period of coaches. It's new players. It's very young players as well. And I think probably the one thing that really shows is the confidence and just in each other. And I think that sort of comes through time. And I mean, the Highlanders are a classic example. They've been together now. They were young. I mean, only about 96. They were at the bottom, and now look at them, they're right at the top. And it's sort of one of those things that as they mature together, they get to know one another's game, and all of a sudden, then other things come on top of that. All of a sudden you say, right, okay, let's step it up. We're really confident in one another's ability. Now let's get that ruthlessness, let's get that out, the game plan implemented really well on the field. And it really does come together.
Yeah.
And but I think it's the confidence at the moment, and just the lack of playing together as a team.
Is the direction there?
Well, I mean, the strategies, the game plan is a good game plan, with the way Jed's coaching the team, and I think now you just need, you know, it's like another one of those examples of the All Blacks missing Fitzy and Zinni and Ice and Frank, all these guys leaving at once. It's like all of a sudden.